Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the last Cloudia video, and finally the anniversary news is all here. I could have made a summary when we only had translated bits and pieces, but I'd rather just wait for all this to be, just factually in here. So there's going to be even more events from the 27th and also from May 11th, so keep that in mind. So right now we're going to go over all this stuff here. So there's more story. If you haven't even beaten the latest story like I haven't, then that's even more to look forward to, because that means even more gems in the future for you and for me. And here is the new unit for the anniversary. Megius, one of the 3 emperors and father of Kyle. So if you haven't gotten that far, I guess that's a spoiler, but I can't really do anything about that because it's in the news. So that's a spoiler for me too, so it is what it is. Also, the new UR 3 emperors will be released, so we'll have to see what those are going to be like. Can't click on them this time. Usually you can click on them and then like something happens, but maybe it's down there. So daily 10 pull. I don't really get anything from these, but you do get 100 4th anniversary medals, which will be very nice to have. And here's like a huge thing, which I don't think was originally mentioned. So you can actually choose up to Grapple. A character of your choice. So that's actually really huge. If you're missing a character, if you need a character for your team and you weren't able to pull them back in the day, but now you can choose one of them, so it's very nice. It's actually a very nice gift. I was not expecting that, so that's very nice. Some of you may have been wanting the UR, like a free UR instead, but I think getting a free unit is quite amazing in my opinion. There is the 4th anniversary equipment ticket. Unfortunately, one of the only things I cared about was this. Credential equipment for collab units will not be available. That's the only thing I really cared about, but I'm sure there's something in there still for you guys to get. So actually you get it on the first day, which is interesting. So there's that. And you can use those stock tickets on the 13th. You'll be able to do those, and hopefully you can get Adel. I think that's the one that you would want the most. This guy right here. Definitely would want to get that for sure. You'll be able to get a nice border. Very cool. And then these things are coming back again from the last anniversary of this anniversary match thing. It's not too bad. And you'll be able to get a stamp. Of course, he is the biggest bonus unit, but there's also some 2 times for these characters. So you could bring, hopefully Kyle the Swordsman means that you could use a shifted version, but I doubt that, because it does say it's specifically Kyle the Swordsman. And yeah, he is getting a change, but I don't know if it's going to be worth it still compared to a shift version, but we'll have to see. And there'll be those 4th anniversary medals, which are always going to be quite nice. There are some high difficulty quests, tower trials, this stuff that came back from last time, it's coming back again. Actually, I don't know if I even beat this one. It might have been too hard for me back then. I think I should be able to beat it now. And some time trial stuff, and I'm skipping a lot of the stuff because it's kind of just, the stuff that we always, not always get, but a lot of time we get a lot, so not really worth mentioning. Units not held, 10 spin gacha. Guarantees unit. Oh, that means that you're going to get 1 unit that you don't have? Yeah. That's actually pretty worth it. But also only with paid crystals, so some anniversary, right? You can only do this if you have paid crystals, but if you are supporting the game, if you are spending money on the crystals or gems, you could get a character that you don't have. Some of you that may be worth it. Some of you that don't pull a whole lot, this may not be worth it, because you could get a character from like early last year and maybe not be worth it for you. So keep that in mind. And here's an interesting, but unfortunately also paid equipment. You do get a 3 Arc Emperor's exchange ticket at the end there. You also get a UR Arc exchange ticket. So if you are, once again, supporting the game in terms of spending on crystals, then you'll be able to get these in this stuff up here. And How do you... 4th anniversary gotcha ticket. Maybe you can only get this, or maybe you can get this on like a login, or you know, as a reward, I suppose. And then 4th anniversary set hero. Okay, so we'll be talking about those bundles very shortly. I'm gonna skip that Descendant of Heroes banner thing. And here are the first characters that can be awakened to +6, and then, enhanced to 6-star, which makes another even bigger grid, and then awakening from 6 to 8. They will only allow you to choose a few of these characters. Obviously, Megius would be the best, and then Roland, of course, would be very nice as well. The others, I don't know if they're gonna be worth it, but we'll have to see. I'll have to see if they get anything better, but from what I heard from the stream before, the 6-star stuff is only just stats instead of just helping their traits and things, so we'll have to see how that goes. And there are some more things, just how Last Cloudia always does, in Opera Omnia. They'll always make another thing for you to grind for, because even if you have the stockpiled of the previous top tier things, now you gotta go grind out the next top tier things. So that's kind of how things go out in this game. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. Just if you're very used to all this stuff, it's gonna take a long time to get a lot of these things, and you know, get them in a good fashion. So one of the anniversary events may have some of these things, but not all of them. And I'm sure there'll be an event that'll allow you to get these things, but they'll be a lot harder. It's the same thing as it's always been. And you'll be able to increase the arc level cap. You'll finally be able to use your souls for something, because mine's been capped for quite a while now, and just been, I don't know what to do with it. And there's going to be a bonus SC cap increase, so it'll be very nice for a lot of characters that really need more SC, but you're kind of like, I can't do anything else, so they'll be able to do even more. Training dungeon improvements definitely needed to happen, because I don't really do them anymore. So that's definitely very helpful. It would be nice if they showed which ones, but let's see. And you'll to receive, after the tutorial, if you already completed the tutorial, then you'll be able to get this arc for free. And it didn't seem like there was anything like super interesting in there because it's free, but the arc reward is not too bad. It has pretty good stats on it, and also you get a little bit of attack damage, so pretty good. If you have anyone who would like to play a new game, you know, like you're talking to your friend like, oh, I'm bored of all these games, I want to play a new game. It might be want to invite them, and you'll be able to get some crystals, and they'll be able to get some crystals. So that's also an option. Updates to the Descendant of Heroes Festival and Crimson Order Training Shop lineups. Okay, we only care about this one. So actually, you're able to get Adels already. Okay. That's actually kind of huge. And also, Leona Princess Summer. I already have hers, but this is kind of huge, actually. These are all kind of like newer characters, especially Adel. So if you pulled Adel, but you weren't able to get, you're free to play, but you got Adel, you'll be able to get his paid equipment now. So that's actually kind of huge, actually. I'm not going to talk about anything about Rena, because it's not, I don't really care about that, in my opinion. And there's some more stuff here going on. New Conqueror locations. Okay, that's really huge. Yeah, that's really huge. Changes the Conqueror time to earn units. So that needed to be changed, because I don't think has it ever been changed since the beginning of the game when it came out? Not the beginning of the game, but when it was put in. I don't think anything was changed for it. So definitely needed to be changed. Finally, it's going to be changed. Pretty good, I think, right? Your Conqueror is set for 20 hours before the maintenance. Will be set to 16 hours after the maintenance. Change the Conqueror time after the Conqueror time has been completed. Okay. Pretty decent. And then there's the usual campaigns. There's going to be a Super Soul acquisition, so pretty good. 50 unit souls. Make sure you're only bringing 1 unit to that, unless you don't care. Unless you bring 3 people and you don't care which one it is. But I normally only put 1 person on my party and then go in. So then they guarantee to get the 50. And here are those, oh. Okay, so it's paid only for that, unfortunately. To get that ticket there, unfortunate. It's not that much. It's only 30 or 300. So maybe if you pay in other games or you did like Google surveys, maybe you'll be able to get enough to get 300 crystals from buying like Google credits if you do the surveys and things like that. I know people do that. So this seems really expensive. 3,000 for, like, you could probably just, I don't think this is worth it, in my opinion. I think you can just play the game and do the super soul acquisition and eventually get his shards, unit souls I mean, just through acquisition of just playing the game normally. I don't think that's a lot of crystals for that. That's a lot of souls, but that's also a lot of crystals. I don't think that's worth it. And of course they'll putting in these new stuff for people to just go right ahead, get ahead of the game and spend on this new stuff here, which is, I wouldn't recommend that. I would rather just, you know, get them in game for free. And then there's that free one at the end there. So let's move on to the next part. There's not much here. We're almost done. And there's some, I can't scroll all the way down apparently, but there's some bug fixes that guild battles. I haven't even done guild battles yet. My guild is pretty big, but we can't even have enough people to play. This whole time we haven't even played even one match. So we're a little behind, behind on the curve there. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll be reviewing Magus when his data's put in the game and everything like that, of course, as always. So make sure to stay tuned for that. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about the anniversary. Is it huge? Would you rather have a UR select in for the anniversary or a unit selection? Personally, I would rather just go for the unit selection, but maybe some people prefer the UR arcs instead. But we've actually gotten 2 over the past few months. So if you've been playing from at least half of the year, from 3.5 to now, I think there's been at least 2 UR selection tickets that you could have gotten. So at the same time, you could have gotten those, and then now this is even bigger bonus for you guys. That's pretty huge. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Peace.